So there's Lizzie the housekeeper, there's my father, and I'm not sure who that is. Oh, I do. That's Mr. Kirk Senior. I'll tell you in a moment who that is. That's another friend of my father's. I don't know what his name is, can't remember what his name is. That's my friend Joyce and her husband Frank. That's Rita. That's Mrs. Kirk. Now the gentleman that's standing up at the back and the lady that's just sitting down in front of him with the glasses on, they are her in-laws. That's who they are. And that's me sitting at the end. My name's Norma Penny. My maiden name was Norma Douty, and I lived in Hawthorne Road. My father had a shop, a grocer's shop. He was also, first of all, he was also a music teacher. He used to teach music privately. He did put me to music, but I'm afraid I didn't take to it because he was always correcting me when I was playing the wrong notes, so it didn't go down very well. And we were always having arguments that I wanted to go out to play instead of doing my practice. This one is the shop, the first shop he had at King's Heath. Now in that shop they used to open at 6 o'clock in the morning and close at 11 o'clock at night. He owned the house next door. Now he borrowed the money off his mother to pay for those two properties, and he told me he paid her back within 12 months of buying that. Oh, he was very interested in films, and he had his own cinematograph, this is part of it. This is the screen. He always used to put it in front of the window, and you can see how he used to do it, and he used to make it look like a theatre. Here's some of the people that used to come to the theatre. He was always having parties. My father standing at the back by the projector. That is Rita, who became Ted Mansell's wife. That's one of the fellas that used to work for him. Sitting on the front row was my husband's mother, Mrs. Penny, and then next to her was a friend of my father's. Well, her husband used to be a friend of my father's as well. That's Mrs. Kirk, and the next one was a customer. I can't think what her name was. The next row from the left-hand side was William. The next one was another customer. I don't know who that lady was. I don't know her name. I've got a feeling she was a Mrs. Hill. I'm not sure. Then there's me. You can just see the top of my head. I think that's... Oh, don't know who that is sitting there. I think that might be Mr. Hill sitting there. I don't know who that isn't very clear. Oh, this is the projector. He used to hire the films from London. He used to have them on a Friday night. If he got them on a Friday night, he used to run them through to see that they were all right. Then he'd do a film show on the Saturday and also on the Sunday night, and then return them by post on the Monday. He couldn't buy films for that projector. His other projector he had, you could buy films for. Oh, that's the projector as well. Part of the projector is showing you inside the projector. Now, this is the shop. This would be taken in about it'd be 1940, during the wartime. The 1940s this would be taken. Yes, it would be. In the 1940s this would be taken. Going from the left-hand side is Harold Britton, Lily, I don't know, I can't think what her surname, Mrs. Clay, and my father. The same people in this one. It's a bigger one of that. Oh, this is them standing outside the shop. Now, this would be taken, let's see, it would be taken just in about the early 1950s, 40s, the 40s again, late 40s this will be taken. It's at, that's Mrs Clay, Ted Mansell, that's Ted Mansell, and Lily standing in the doorway of my father's shop in Hawthorne Road. Oh, this is a motor coach trip taken in 1926. My father's standing, the young man standing up and by himself. It was taken just before he was married. He was married in 1927. Now this one is a photograph of the old triplet grate we had. That was in the house when we first moved in. He had it taken out after a time. Triplet grate was a very modern idea. They got ovens on the two sides, and then you got a fire on the other side. You could cook things in the oven or keep things warm. I have to laugh at this because this is John learning I think it was John learning to ride. No, he'd already learned to ride the autobike. I don't know why he's got the L's on. But I think that was a bit of fun. Oh, this is my father's brother in his car. They look ancient. This lady was my father's friend. They've been friends from very young age. He was friends with her brother, and her brother committed suicide, but they still remained friends with her and her husband. And she used to work in town. Now, Lewis is on the corner, Lewis is in Corporation Street, let me get it right. Lewis is in Corporation Street, came onto the old square. Well, across the other side of the old square was a big piano shop. I think it was called Crane's. It was on the corner of the old square and Corporation Street. Now, this lady used to play the sheet music. When you brought a piece of sheet music in the 20s and 30s, it was always played for you if you wanted it. And she always used to play the music for them. And she was a good pianist. When she used to come to our house, my father and her always used to play a duet together. That was their party piece. I don't know what happened to them. The last time I saw her husband was at my father's funeral, which was 64. What happened to them after that, I don't know. This is John and I when we were on our honeymoon, which we spent at Weston, in the swimming pool. They used to put a demonstration on of the swimmers diving into the pool, and we were watching them, and this was taken then.
And you were caught off guard as well.
And we were caught off guard. 1951.